Hello Aquarius, thank you for joining me. You're with Elise for the March Zodiac Wheel reading. This is a general reading for the collective, and welcome to any new viewers. Do join this channel by clicking on the subscribe button. There it is, subscribe button, and the little bell next to it so that you don't miss any updates. This is a Chukas for you, Aquarius. And thank Great Spirit, angels and guides for your guidance and loving messages for Aquarians, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. The 20th and 21st of March, depending on where you are on the planet, is the autumn equinox. That's when there is equal dark and light in the northern and southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere is the autumn equinox and the northern hemisphere is the spring equinox. So it's a good time now to visualize yourself standing at the top of the hill, looking at the valley below, and turn and bless and give thanks for everything that it took to get you here, and release with forgiveness. Once you have done that, you can walk through the gateway. It's a good time of year for exercising those kinds of visualizations of releasing and detoxing. Took a lot for everybody to get through the past 12 months or so, so everybody deserves to a big pat on the back. Okay, so you've got the moon as your first card out. This is about some sense of mystery being revealed here, and seeing the big picture, so that you can avoid repeating past mistakes that probably led to a bit of a dead end. And also there's a message of offloading other people's baggage, not taking responsibility for everybody else's choices or decisions. Okay, and in this area with the Aquarius being the first house energy for you, it is carrying with it the motto of being the giver of life through the recognition of unity, which actually underlies adversity. So in that way you can be a bit of a visionary also, Aquarius, and that is your soul's deepest intention. And the moon card also is about heightened psychic abilities. So you may actually be having I suppose what they call deja vu moments, and just that knowing, that knowingness, like you know, you don't know how you know, but you know. And that's enough for you. That sort of energy is being presented there. Okay, I'll just close this. There's more lawn mowing going on. Everybody's doing their lawns because the grass is growing so quick down here with all the rain we've had. And thank you for those of you that prayed for Australia to have rain, because I know here in New South Wales we've certainly had an awful lot over the last 12 months. It has been wonderful, but endless mowing of the lawns. Okay, so Five of Swords. This is a bit of a disagreement energy here, and the recognition that might is not always right, but in the same sense, you need to stand up for yourself. And then you have the Lovers here, a Gemini card in the Gemini area. Now this in your wheel is ruled by Aries, but it still has the third house energy of Gemini. So there's a sort of strong Gemini influence for you this month. And there's choices to be made with that. The Lovers is always about choice, vice or virtue. So dark or light, good or bad. So be careful of the choices you make, and or you may have to make the right choice in connection with other people, because this is about communicating with others, whether it's your siblings or people in your neighbourhood or something connected to your local area. It might even be a choice being made about a vehicle. And the good thing about this Lovers card is that it is a message to you of reconciling and creating harmony and enjoying the journey of sharing, trust and love. And it can also be connected to an engagement or a marriage. So that's good news too. So there may be some invitations going out or an announcement being made as well for some of you. Now this here with the Nine of Pentacles is a really good sign in your home and family. The Pentacles are always connected to finance, material gain, money, trade, that kind of thing. So in your home, family, this represents your country that you live in as well, and this is speaking to you of, you could be really enjoying the good things that life can bring. It is a sign of financial success, and that what you've been working on is going to have a successful outcome in that area of home and family. So here in the area of where you find your fun, the fifth house is an emotional cleansing that is long overdue, because you've been sort of pushed to your limit at some level, and you're wanting to move on, venture out into the world, even if you have to do it on your own. So if you have been in some sort of lockdown or had strong restrictions put on you, this is a good sign here that those are going to be lifted or eased up, and you're going to be able to get out and about a bit more. There's a lifting of restrictions and that feeling of being kept hostage or held back. Okay, so the 8 is a number of infinity, justice and health as well. And the fifth house area that is being influenced by this is about children. It's about the love that you give, entertainment, where you find your entertainment, where you find your joy. So you're really keen and eager to get some of that fun back into your life, and I do feel that you're going to be able to really enjoy that path. Now the Knight of Pentacles here is a message to you of doing what you love. And just remembering when one door closes, another one opens. And this is in the area of your health and well-being, as well as your work conditions and work colleagues. It's one of the work houses. And the Knight of Pentacles show that you are a methodical, responsible, reliable worker, and you need to really feel that you need to focus more on your health and well-being as well, or do it at least at an equal level. Seven of Wands here, standing your ground. You're not going to give up, and it is about managing your time wisely, which backs up that Knight of Pentacles there. And this is in the area of your partnerships, business partnerships, marriage. It's a relationship area of the wheel. So you're not going to give up, and you're going to stand your ground. And here you have sailing out of trouble with the Six of Swords. So if you have been dealing with confusion due to other people's actions, or feeling trapped, or things like that, this is showing that you can make adjustments in order to regain your equilibrium and going to a calm sort of place mentally and physically. So it's a definite sign for you that you're moving forward. So anything that has made you feel stuck is being sort of moved or parted. This is you moving forward and away from any sort of anxiety or confusion. Okay? It may have you making some adjustments, but you're also quite willing to allow the healing process. However you enjoy healing, it might be sound healing, water might be the thing that really brings you some calmness and peace, being near the water or on the water. This is in the area of joint resources, beginnings and endings, inheritances. It's influencing your emotional values, so you may need to sort of make some adjustments there as well. Two of Swords is about calling a truce, not wanting to have to deal with any conflict, and using all of your senses, well, not just relying on what you can see and touch. Getting more perspective on your needs and your wants and your desires. There is a sort of double-edged sword connected with that. Now, this is influencing higher education, long-distance travel, foreign lands, cultures, foreign cultures, that kind of thing. And it's a future orientated area, so this is sort of some of the choices or decisions that you've got to make. There's two sides to everything. Things are coming in two, you get one situation and then you get another, and having to juggle and deal with them at the same time. So that 9th house area is the expression of yourself through spiritual, mental and physical exploration. It governs the law, religion, foreign affairs and foreign travel, your abstract mind, and that visionary side of you too. Now here with this Five of Cups, it's like crying over spilt milk. But you're not, see, because the cups are all fallen over there. But you need to turn and see that your cups are still full. There's still promise. It's to do with career, dealing with the outside world, the world at large, that kind of thing. So it is still full of promise. There is things that are improving, and look for the improvements is what the message is here with this. And it is in the area of your karmic reward, your reputation, parents, and it does also represent governments, this 10th house position. It's the zenith of the wheel. And the Five of Cups is also sharing with you that there is some sort of disappointment with that area, and there's been suffering and a lack of trust with that kind of thing, but there is still promise. So you will find that there is some things involved in that area of your life that you can still turn and rely on. And justice will be done. Got the scales with justice. Now this is about fairness and making the right choices, revelations of truth. If you've been wronged, this is a card that lets you know that a wrong is going to be made right in your favour. It also signifies legal contracts, legal issues, and most importantly, personal accountability. Now this is in your area of social groups, group dynamics, friendships, and your hopes and wishes. Okay, that 11th house area. And it's also about your long-term objectives. Now, you could find yourself with this influence of justice using wisdom from your past experience. Okay? You're very wise. You may be able to help some of your friends or some sort of group activity with your wisdom, because you have some wonderful wisdom to share and knowledge to share with others, Aquarius. Page of Cups. Very nice message of love, new adventures. It's a romantic energy and it's about social outings. So this is in your subconscious. This is sort of like how you're thinking and how you're feeling. So it's a very good indication that you're in a good place, or you will be in a good place. March is going to be lifting your spirits to a large degree, and there will it is a bit of your karma to experience some of that romantic energy that is indicated there coming your way, with that Page of Cups showing up. So very nice. And you're keen for the romance. You've got your cups are all full there. So there could even be a little journey or a little getaway where you can enjoy some time with a loved one. So now I'll just ask for your guardian angel. For Aquarius for March. Thank you. The Angel of Learning. Number 19. So much to learn. So much knowledge yet to obtain. More information coming your way, and if you need to get particular information or learn something new, you can ask the Angel of Learning to help you with that and guide you. Okay, number 19 is a significant number for you. And we'll find out what your other message is with the angel cards for March for Aquarius. What do they need to know? How cute. Ask your angels. Don't forget to ask your angels for help. You see that beautiful angel in the background there, can you? Yeah, gorgeous. And your other card, because two of them popped out, is listen to your intuition. And that has been a message that's been a theme through this reading for you as well, Aquarius. So we'll put those up there next to each other in that 10th house area where you're feeling that your cups are all empty or your options are few, but really turn and bless it all and walk through the gateway. Your options are plenty, actually. Might just have to adjust your sails. So we'll start off with the part 2, and Saturn is here in the first house for you Aquarians, because Saturn is in Aquarius. And the motto with that is I know and share and distribute knowledge. Okay, now Aquarius is a bit of a conformist, so they do sort of tend to conform, and the Saturn energy really highlights that. So I do feel that you have been persevering and you've been having lots of self-discipline, and you have been real. You've been really real. You've been your authentic self and really keeping in step with your integrity. And then Jupiter, which all last month, the last couple of months, on and off over the last 12 months, has sort of been a little bit held up by Saturn because they've been travelling together. For those of you that have been following the Zodiac wheel readings know that. Well, the good news is that now they're separating. They're moving apart. They're not sort of conjunct anymore. So Jupiter's still in Aquarius, but it's sort of being allowed to feel that sense of jolliness, because it's the planet of being jolly, finding that sense of humour, that delightful Aquarian sense of humour, which the world certainly does need a good laugh. And not necessarily at the expense of others, but, you know, we can have a good laugh at ourselves. And the Jupiter influence is about prosperity. It's the Lord of abundance. So more prosperity is able to be felt for you. Now, this can be as simple as being able to buy a new dress, or it may be something grander than that, depending on where you are and what you see as what you need or what you want. But it's certainly expanding, so do be careful of your waistline in that regard. It can sort of also bring a little bit of extra weight. So just, you know, be careful with that. And it also governs long distance journeys, publishing, and using diplomacy. Okay, being able to be diplomatic. Mercury is also in Aquarius. Mercury will be moving out of Aquarius into Pisces as of the 16th of March. But up until the 16th of March, Mercury is in Aquarius. So we've still got a loaded house, that first house, that is also affecting your knowledge and how you share it, what you're learning about yourself and about the world, and how you're perceived by the world and how you perceive the world. And an Aquarius energy is probably also connected to science and electronics, so you could probably be looking into things connected with that. And it's got that ability to stay a little bit detached as well, so not get too over emotional, keeping a level head, I feel, with things. Now, Venus is in Pisces in the second house, and so is Neptune, and so is the moon, and so is the sun. So the moon goes into Pisces on the 12th of March. So the focus is on the positives. But the new moon is on the 13th of March, 23.3 degrees of Pisces. So the 13th of March is a really good time to set your intentions, to pay attention to the subtle areas of your life. It also illuminates that creative, spiritual side of yourself. You're trusting your intuition more, and it is also connected to philanthropy, especially here in this second house. Now, as I said, you've got Venus and Neptune also in Pisces, and this is all about love, feeling the love. Venus is the planet of love and beauty, and Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. So again, there's that romantic energy, which is really good because that's going to help heal any of these sort of feelings of disagreements, or having to stand up for yourself, or even if there's people gossiping behind your back. This is going to heal all that. You're going to feel the love more, which is great healing. And it's even about forgiveness as well. So, you know, you may even sort of be able to find it within yourself to forgive them for their ignorance. And the sun is shining a bright light here in this area as well. And it is highlighting money and resources and what supports you, and giving you confidence about what you've been able to achieve as well, the sense of well-being. So that money area is going to be highlighted with the sun and moon in there. Now the sun is in there in Pisces in your second house until the 21st, which is the Equinox, and then it moves into Aries. And once it moves into Aries, it really sort of fires up and spotlights your emotional communication. So your love life could actually heat up around that time, and really communicating your love with that lovers there. Uranus is here in the 4th house for you Aquarians. 4th house is what governs your parents, the environment in which you live in, how you see yourself, your home, your family, country that you live in, country of origin, land and property. So there's some unexpected kind of energy connected with that area or those areas. Okay, Uranus governs your electricity, the electrics in general, technology. It really boosts your mental activity. It governs astronauts and astrologers and anything sort of scientific. So you may be making some upgrades to more scientific kind of things in and around your home. And it's in Taurus, so there's still that element of disturbances of the earth, because Uranus being in Taurus does make some earth changes, change to the earth, maybe even changes in the way that you run the household to be more earth friendly. And it certainly won't have you tolerating anybody that's trying to be untruthful. Okay, so you'll call them out if you see someone sort of trying to hoodwink you or anything, especially to do with family situations. You'll be calling them on it. Okay, and your future does depend on you successfully breaking ties with anything that isn't serving you. You may have to alienate others, or you may simply be really cleaning out all the things in your home that you don't use or don't need anymore. There may be a big overhaul going on as well. Okay, so they're the sort of things that the Uranus energy can bring. So that may be a really cleansing thing for some of you to be able to get in and do that sort of thing, or have that sort of thing being done. And then Mars is here in the 5th house. Now Mars moves into Gemini, so there is a strong Gemini influence in your cards here, Aquarius, and that is a trine for Aquarians. A Gemini to Aquarius is a trining, so it's a very nice effect. And the Mars in Gemini is highlighting learning, education, information, and it sort of gives you that push to exercise your body and your mind, to, you know, really get your mind working at capacity, sort of thing. And on the 8th of March, Mars is trining Saturn in Aquarius, and that's in an orb until mid-April. So this is a time when you can assert yourself dutifully, you can use your energy efficiently, you're really going to shine as someone that is very skilled, and don't be surprised if you've got a lot of people coming and asking for your advice. And you could even find that you're quite attracted to those that have well-defined goals. And it's also a message with this Mars trining Saturn that you can be quite satisfied with yourself, with the job well done, and with anyone who is helping you get that job done. Okay? After the 17th, it's a time for healing rifts and directing your energy into more positive, rewarding situation. And you're certainly seeking that, because that 8 of Cups is, as it showed before, the 8 of Cups is, you know, you've still got all your things in order. Now you can go off and have some fun. So it could be quite a fun month here through March for you Aquarians. And then Pluto is still in Capricorn, and it's here in the 12th house, where you've got that message of romance and love coming your way, or you're feeling that way towards someone else. And this is transforming energy, the Pluto energy. So you could actually find yourself really feeling transformed through being able to enjoy a bit of romance and love in life. Now, here on the 29th, the full moon is here in the area of long distance travel and higher education, the area where you expand through your spiritual, mental and physical explorations. And this is a culmination, the full moon on the 29th in Libra. So it also speaks of having your focus on your marriage, or for those of you that are single, pursuing a potential partner, socializing and enjoying artistic pursuits. So that may be where you and your love go. You may enjoy a concert, or it might be art galleries, or some sort of situation that takes you out of the house anyway, out of your home, out of your environment. It's taking you somewhere where you can enjoy each other's company and have similar interests. So I really like the look of that. And it's also highlighting their looking into maybe adding on to your credentials, or getting some sort of extra education being presented to you, because there is that learning energy with that angel of learning too. So don't rule that out as a possibility either, because with the with tarot and doing these sort of readings, it is about the possibility, what is possible for each sign, because we all have our own choice and we all have free will. Okay, so I'll just focus here on the Akashic Records message for you Aquarians. Confirmation for the reading. Winged messages. 2 of Roses. So the dove, can you see the dove there at the top? Brings a message from your spirit, a call to see the little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in this situation. So let yourself do as spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. That's good news. So there's no hoodwinking you, Aquarius. You saw it coming anyway. So you were sort of prepared. Okay. So it does look like there is a lot of that love energy affecting you here, and you're quite ready and keen to take full advantage of it. And don't be surprised if you're presented with some sort of new education or learning that you may embark on as well. Thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius. Sending you love and many blessings, and until our next reading, namaste.